Hi. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. That's Mo.
And I'm Jenoa.
This is sex talk.
What are we talking about today?
Well, you know, one of the things that I find as I walk through the world and date and talk to people about non-monogamy is people say, yeah, but what about jealousy? Don't you get jealous? Like, jealousy is this big stopper of everything in life, and there's nothing you can do to get around it, and you have to change your whole life to not have to feel it.
To avoid it.
Yeah, like this is a huge thing to avoid. But I think that concept in itself just makes jealousy more powerful, and really it's just a feeling like any other feeling.
Right, right.
It's fear, right?
It's fear-based, it's insecurity, but it's usually our stuff.
Yeah.
And so I guess if we're going to talk about jealousy in the realm of non-monogamy, it's going to come up.
It comes up in life.
It comes up in life.
It comes up in monogamous relationships. I mean, it just, it's part of life.
Right. Part of me feels a little bit like my theory is the reason we become more jealous is because we are conditioned to be monogamous. And so we're conditioned to believe in that concept called starvation economics, which is basically that love is a pie. And if love is shaped like a pie and you give me a piece of that pie, but you're also giving her a piece and her a piece. You
gave her a piece of your pie? I wanted that piece.
That's less pie for me.
That's less pie.
Right. So, but love is not a pie. Love is infinite. You can love me, you can love her, the same way you love your sister, the same way you love your dog.
Right.
You know, like we have the capacity to love an infinite number of people. We just don't realize it, I think, because we've been conditioned that there's only one person for us and it's got to be that person till death do us part.
Right, which you're sort of setting yourself up too, because then if you do realize you have feelings or interests or desires outside of that, there's something wrong with you, there's something wrong with the relationship. I hear that a lot too. Like, well, if I'm interested in somebody else, there must be something wrong in the relationship. Maybe it has nothing to do with the relationship.
Well, we are taught to believe that you're not supposed to look at other people.
Right.
You're not supposed to fantasize about other people, let alone it's considered cheating. So when we talk about non-monogamous relationships, non-monogamous relationship means you and your partner or partners have an agreement. And that agreement is whatever it is. You get to decide with your partners. Obviously, it's all about consent and communication, which is what we talk about ad nauseum here.
Yeah.
But jealousy is still going to happen, regardless.
As long as you're human and have feelings, if you're not a robot, there's it's gonna be there, no matter what, period, end of story.
So how do you deal with jealousy when it comes up?
Well, I know one thing that I feel very strongly about, and I know that Mo does too, is that my jealousy is my issue. It is my responsibility. If I feel it, it is something that I am responsible for, not the other person. As long as we are all keeping our agreements and keeping communication open, whatever feelings I have, like jealous feelings, which of course I will have and do have and have had, they're my responsibility. I may choose, if that's sort of the way we have it set up, to share them with you and maybe get a little help around it, or support, or care, or love, and not in a cloying, desperate way. Just like...
Well, if you came to me and you said, I'm feeling really jealous.
I'm feeling really jealous.
And I said, I'm really sorry to hear that. That's not my intention. Is there anything that I can do to help? And you say, that in and of itself might be like... That's maybe you just need to be heard.
Reassured a little, maybe.
Or just recognize, just like, this is not 100% easy for me.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna deal with it.
Right.
Here's the thing: if you can't deal with the jealousy, if it's too much, and you want out, you can renegotiate.
Yeah.
So you know, I can say, so Jenoa, do you want to talk about it? Like, do we need to renegotiate our agreement? Like, do you want us to change anything? And you can be like,
let's talk about it. I'm not sure, but maybe this is all too much for me, and I don't want to, maybe not. Let's talk about it.
And different people might bring up different feelings for whatever reason.
Right.
You know.
That's true too.
You know, what if I'm like, you know, going out on a date with an ex, which might be like, you were monogamous with that person and now you're going to go on a non-monogamous date with them. That You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all open for discussion, and it's okay to share your jealousy with your partner, but you don't necessarily have to if you're not
you
really
can kind of be a grown-up and take responsibility for your feelings, especially if they're fleeting, because we all have fleeting moments of jealousy.
Yeah.
And that's just, maybe that's just a moment we have to ourselves.
Right.
And then it goes.
Yeah, so I'm like on both sides of it. Sometimes I think it's good to talk about it, but sometimes you don't want to really dwell on your jealousy. You don't really need to.
If there's nothing wrong, if everything's happening the way it's supposed to, nobody's lying and there's no weird stuff, it's just a feeling, let it go. But it's very important not to stuff your feelings. Like, be aware of it, recognize it, you know, let it have its moment. I mean, dwell on it if you need to for a minute, and then just let it go.
Yeah. That's called non-emotional reactivity, where I think people misconceive that concept to mean you don't acknowledge it, but you do acknowledge
Definitely
it.
acknowledge
You can even say it out loud, I'm feeling jealous right now. And then see what happens. Just don't respond to it. Just observe it, don't respond.
This is a pretty common concept in mindfulness Buddhism, that you witness something during meditation. It starts in meditation, and that's where you learn it, and then hopefully it bleeds out into the rest of your life, where you become mindful of your own state and things that are happening, but you don't necessarily react to it, but you give it its moment. You see it, you recognize it, you are aware of it. So it's the exact opposite of stuffing your feelings, which can lead to a lot of bad stuff.
Yeah, your feelings are going to express themselves whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
So you might as well be the one to express it.
Don't stuff your jealousy and then slash tires.
Right.
It could lead to slashing tires. I mean, not me.
Or stalking behavior.
I mean,
don't stalk on Facebook. That's our next episode. But
that's a good one. Everybody needs to read that.
So I think that's kind of our spiel on
yeah. Okay. So let's just break it down. Everybody gets jealous. Don't be afraid of it. Express it if you need to. If you want to be a grown-up, take care of it yourself.
If you need to renegotiate the rules of your non-monogamous relationship, do that.
Yeah. If you decide that you have too much of it and you don't want to deal with it and it's not your bag, that's okay too.
Yeah.
That's what the negotiation part is. You know, you always get to change the rules so that you feel the best that you can feel in the relationship.
Word.
Easy peasy weezy. I think that was the sex talk.
The sex talk. The bed talk.
The bed talk.